Come in!
Basil,
You're early. I wasn't expecting you for another 15 minutes.
I like to be punctual.
Any problems finding me?
No, the cab driver knew exactly where to come.
You've hardly changed at all. Just as radiant as ever.
That's very kind of you. You're looking good yourself. You've got your own studio.
I need somewhere to work, and the morning light in me is almost perfect.
Do you get a lot of portrait commissions?
Enough to pay for more worthy things.
Is my portrait not a worthy thing?
Of course it is, but there's so much art to explore, and so little time allotted to each of us that portrait painting is a bit of a chore.
Modern art. I'll never understand it. Whatever happened to real paintings?
The painting is real if it has things to say.
Funny cubes and surreal staircases. What are they trying to say?
Look at the world this way. Guernica's a real painting, a mural on canvas over 7 meters long.
I've heard the name.
A Basque village bombed by the German Condor Legion last year in support of the nationalists. It was in all the newspapers. Here's a print of the painting by Picasso. Tell me what you see.
It would help if it wasn't in black and white.
It's reportage. The original was painted using grey oils, like newspaper print.
It shows a scene of calamity and death. The bombed village. But if you hadn't explained to me the background, all I would see is some kind of a mad cartoon that's come from an insane asylum.
Context is everything. Guernica is an indictment of the modern political war and the destructive use of technology.
What other sort of war is there?
Wars of ideas to liberate the mind. Wars that create rather than destroy.
Fascists and communists have created completely new societies.
By destroying both artist and critic. Their pagan temples are built on the mass graves of their victims. Picasso is the low-spun individual, completely self-obsessed and with dubious political leanings. But he believes that the purpose of art is to challenge perception. This could be the most significant political statement of the 20th century so far, come from the brush of a painter. Let's hope the world sits up and takes notice before it's too late.
Some hope. They didn't pay much attention to Goya a century. The lamps are going out all over Europe. War, peace, then a rise of a new dictatorship. It's an endless cycle in European history. I won't have to sit for hours holding the same pose, will I?
For someone so critically acclaimed on stage, I wouldn't have thought that would be much of a problem.
But it's so frightfully boring. Ugh, my agent wants me to do this for some kind of publicity thing. They're going to hang it on the wall of the Old Vic, next to Anna Neagle, Peggy Ashcroft and Sibyl Thorndike.
Don't worry, I'll paint from photographs. Just a few clicks, then you can be back on your way in a cab tonight, Spring.
What about the light? I thought you said it was important for your work.
So it is.
But you don't need light on a live subject to paint.
Not for portrait.
How can you paint a true likeness from a photograph? What about the colours?
Colour film from the Eastman Coda Company. I get it shipped over from the States.
I think my agent was expecting something more.
This is how I always work. I am highly recommended. Do you want a true Puritan likeness, warts and all? If so, wipe off your makeup. If not, trust me. You're in the business of dreams and illusions. Portraiture is about creating illusions.
I thought portraiture was a gentle form of photographic realism.
It's becoming less gentle and perhaps less realistic. Sit here. Stand by the chair. Now, I want you to sit like this.
In a skirt? It's indecent.
You're wearing underwear, aren't you?
Even so, my agent wouldn't approve.
What sort of man is your agent?
A businesswoman sort of a man. The original battle axe of London theatreland. I hope you know what you're doing.
One day it'll be in vogue.
Isn't going to like an experimental modern piece. She'll want something respectable, inoffensive and very traditional. Not like all those weird-looking Guernica figures.
I know what she wants.
And quintessentially English. A visual interpretation of the music of Ralph Vaughan Williams. If she wanted Picasso, she'd have sent me to Spain.
France. Picasso lives in France. It's done. I have all I need for now. You're free to go and do something frightfully interesting. I'll think of an idea for the background and draw some sketches to begin